So here we have the official Black Beacon Discord tier list. Now, agree with it or not, it's not important. What is important is understanding the roles of each character and whereabouts they fall on the spectrum of potential. I'm Shrike, subscribe for more gacha content, let's dive in. So starting at the bottom for no particular reason, we have Wushi. Dark Element, Destroyer role, so a DPS. This guy is a combo machine with a very high skill ceiling. But what makes him challenging to play is the fact that his element really doesn't want lengthy combo attacks. It wants rapid-fire, lightning-fast strikes to ramp up the erosion effect. So he's not a character you can really no-brain. But if you really like him and put the time into learning him, he can compete with some of the A tiers. Then we have Enki, brother to Ninsar. This fella is a water element balanced role unit. What he does is tosses out orbs to deal with groups of enemies, but he doesn't really excel at it. Even heavily invested, he falls short. Last in our C tier is Shamash, our first free character after Zero, our hero. Labeled a destruction unit of the light element, he's your typical giant weapon wielding slow damage dealer, and so comes with all the downsides you'd expect from that type of character. Low mobility, hard or even annoying to pilot at times due to his sluggishness, and no amount of investment can really make up for his shortcomings. In the B tier we have a fan favorite, one of mine actually, the Coco Queen Nanna. She's a balanced type dark element. She's actually more of a tanky sub DPS if I'm being honest, which there's nothing wrong with, but the problem comes in the form of her playstyle, which can be hard to master, especially with her element being the most complicated of them all, and not really favoring the combo type playstyle. Then we have Shin, our first thunder element. Destruction, so DPS, very easy to use, very fast attacks, as you'd expect from a thunder unit, but doesn't hit very hard, and is fighting for the same spot that the far better Licha is dominating. Now we're moving into the big shots with tier A. Speaking of Licha, Destruction, Thunder, he's your berserker type character. He deals more damage at low health, and his kit is designed to drain his own health to facilitate that. He hits extremely hard and fast, and the big heads in the Discord claim he is a mandatory character in the endgame mode. Only problem, obviously, being that he's heavily reliant on a good healer. Then we have another fan favorite, Ereshan, spicy redhead, dark element destruction unit, pretty underwhelming at a base, but with dupes and her exclusive weapon, as well as heavy investment, she can excel. And if I'm being honest, she's a bit of a pay-to-win unit. Next is Viola, thunder element, balance role, a good sub DPS, good at dealing with groups of enemies, decent support, not a bad unit to get at all, but I wouldn't re-roll for her or anything. Next, Logos, light, balanced, nothing fancy here, just a very good healer. Solid choice for anyone running Licha. Ming is up next, fire element, balanced. Interesting kit. He has a shield and can put a damage link effect on the enemy, which essentially boosts her damage when dealing AoE damage. Pretty good, but as a 4-star, her base stats will be pretty low, so she'll require a bit of investment. Asti is your free-to-play healer. Water, assist role. If you don't have or aren't planning on getting Logos, Asti is your girl. Build her with HP, she'll fill the role adamantly. Lastly in the A tier is Hefe. Fire, assist role. She's the anomaly buffer, so on the right team she will be the gasoline to any bonfire, but you sort of have to build around her. Now for the S tiers, we have Florence. Fire, destruction, crazy high damage, easier to use than Licha, but both very similar in terms of power. Not much else to say, girl is crazy. Asti is one I'm actually very excited to use from what I've heard about her. Thunder, assist, best support in the game. She's being called the best buffer and the best debuffer in the game. She can reduce the enemy's resistances, essentially buffing the whole team's damage, and she can even lower their defense and attack on top of that. Very, very good, and even better with dupes, which shouldn't be too hard to get, as a 4-star. Next up is the funniest character in the game, Ninsar. Dark, assist, HP scaling shield tank, But some wackos in the Discord realized that you can build her as a nuke DPS and she gets busted. Apparently, it requires all her dupes, or at least many of them, and a heavily invested build. But it's there, it's an option, and it's funny. And finally, Zero, our very first character. Nice to see a free character up in S tier. Light, assist, extremely easy to use, to build, to fit onto any team. She just buffs her team and does respectable damage. Also, she's the only character with a critical rate buff. Just an all-around great character. And that's that for the current roster in Black Beacon. Hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I'm gonna fly. See you in the next one. Bye.